and welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle. Hi, nice to see you. And I am going to be sharing today with you, I will be canning with my Harvest Guard lids. So I guess you could say it's a bit of a review, but I'm just going to show you how I can them. Because I'm going to be canning carrots today, and at the end I'll share with you the results and how I did. So let's get started.
Okay, so I'm going to be using my Harvest Guard lids, and I was going to show you how I did it now that I've done it once. So the lids come in two pieces, a rubber ring and a plastic ring, so I just put them on. Forgot to wipe my jars, hold on. Wipe them off. Just make sure that there's nothing on the rings there. Pardon the noise. My canner over there is being a real pain. Alright, so I put the ring on this, and this is the larger one. Okay, so I put that lid on, but I think my camera messed up. But basically, I will take a lid and a ring, and the ring, instead of normally you just warm the whole lid up in the water, you just use the ring and put it in with my boiling water. And this time I just put it in with the water I did for the carrots. So, and then carefully stick it on there. Make sure the ring, if you can tell here, but the ring is where it's supposed to be. Then I just set it on there. And do the other two. So it's really not that hard. It's just a little different. They say and you gotta be careful because it likes to drop in there, so I like to kind of do it around the edge. But if you're not careful, the ring likes to fall in, so that's why I like to kind of roll it a little bit on, I guess you could say. There, they're all on, right? And then put the rings on. I'll show you that. Alright, so when I put the rings on, I don't normally put them on too tight. In fact, a lot of times my mom comes after me after I put them on, and she's like, you didn't put them on tight enough. So if you put them on with one hand, that's how I do it, so I know I don't have it tight enough, or too tight I mean, and then it's just right for the lids. And it's the same way whether you do the small ones or big ones. The trick is, when you're done canning and you take them out of the pressure canner, one of those, that's when you tighten the lids down. So that's going to be the trick. So there you go. Okay. These are the carrots that I did that I showed you before. 6 of them are fine. This one is domed. I assume I put this one a little bit tight, but when I went to tighten it, it tightened, so I don't exactly know what happened there. But these all look to be fine.
Alrighty, there you go. You can see that I canned a batch of carrots, and I believe I did 14 jars, or it may have been 13, I don't remember. I'll take a look. And I had trouble with 2 lids that domed, and one of them may have been a little bit too tight. I don't know. The other definitely wasn't, because when I went to tighten it, I still had to tighten it, so I don't know what happened there. But both of those jars actually sealed, so I didn't have any issues with them. But I did have one jar of carrots that didn't seal. I don't know why. It just didn't. The only thing that I could see is that possibly the seal was dirty, but I think that's a stretch at best. I'm not really sure what happened there, but all of my other ones sealed. So I had 13 jars that sealed and one didn't, so that's not too bad. I'm not sure what else I can tell you. It's not hard. It's just as easy as canning with any other lids, other than you put the lids on. I put them on a little differently, and when you go to get the rings out of the boiling water, you can't use your little magnetic thing, because I was sitting there kind of scratching my head going, how am I going to get them out of the pan? My dad's like, use your magnetic thing. touching it, I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. Then he goes, oh, it doesn't work on plastic. I'm like, there's no plastic in here. We had a good laugh. He didn't know I wasn't using the regular lids. So that's basically the biggest thing. Oh, and I believe what I did is I just put the rings through I poured it through a colander or a, whatever you call it, like you would put noodles in, and I just dumped the water in there, and then the rings were, I could just grab them. So it wasn't necessarily an issue, it was just kind of funny. It's like, oh, no, how do you do this? It's not that hard, it was just I had to think about it. So that was just kind of like something to think about, because you can't use your cute little magnetic thing to get the lids out because there's nothing to grab. And I didn't really want to use a fork because I was afraid I'd stretch them if I did that, and it's like, no, don't want to do that. So anyway, I just had the one that didn't seal, and I will reuse that one and try it again. Sometimes I have lids that are jars that don't can, and there's something wrong with the jar, but couldn't see anything with the jar, couldn't feel anything with the jar. I don't know. It just didn't can, and I don't know. And obviously I pressure can, so I don't know. But anyway, thanks for tagging along, and I will link below the place to grab yourself some. I ended up buying 250 of the larger size and the wide mouth and 2 of the regular. And I can't find regular lids in the store, so this is my only option. My mom thinks that I will probably use about 1,000 lids, so I will definitely have to order more. It's just right now ordering, it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get them. I actually contacted them because it was over they say 3 to 4 weeks on their site, and I hadn't even heard anything from them. But then I sent them an email, and then they answered me back, it was the next day or a couple of days after, and said they would make sure mine got through because I was actually waiting on my lids. I was completely out. I'd buy my lids a year ahead of time, and there were none in the store, nothing, nowhere. And so I ordered these because it's like I have to have lids. So anyway, I'll probably order another set. Another should be set for the year, and we'll see how I do next year. Since these are reusable lids, I may not have to buy that much. Maybe just some rings. That'd be awesome. Anyway, thanks for tagging along. I'll see you next time.